What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today I'm a little bit excited because I've got actual Digimon cards. You see, I've been talking about the Digimon TCG for a few months now. I've made literally dozens of videos. I am all in on the Digimon TCG, but I didn't actually have any cards, and that was making me a little bit sad. But now I have all three of the starter decks. I have the lovely promo pack. And actually, I ordered these from Japan, you want, over online, and they actually sent me these lovely Digitama sleeves. Now, you only get 5 of these in a pack, because in Digimon you have a 50-card deck and a 5-card Digitama deck. But what is really cool, you've actually got some holo up here in the sleeve. They are actually kind of holo sleeves. They're very cool. Now, some high roller is going to get 10 packs of these and actually put their entire deck in it. I have 3, 1 for each starter deck, and frankly, I am rather delighted. There are a couple other people that said they were going to hook me up with these. I don't know if they still will. I'll obviously be very honest and say I don't need them anymore, but want them would be fair. And you never know, things like the Doctor Strange Marvel Champions deck has a 5-card invocation deck. These would be perfect. But these are beautiful little holo sleeves. They're not entirely holo, but they've got kind of holo detailing on. And they were just a pre-order bonus. Apparently, I pre-ordered all 3 of the decks, and I got all 3 of the sleeves. Also, I'm using a Dragon Shield mat. I've been doing, over on my other channel, Wossy Plays, I've been doing a Dragon Shield Invitational Tournament, and they just sent me some cool stuff, including this kind of awesome mat. This video is in no way sponsored by Dragon Shield, but they sent me a cool mat, and I kind of wanted to show it off, and it seemed rude to show it off and not tell you they sent it to me, so, woo! Look at my mat. So, we're going to start off with a promo pack. This is officially the first product ever released for the Digimon trading card game. Now, it is a set promo pack of 6 cards. No matter how many of these you buy, you always get the exact same 6 cards. And I really need to try and open it without breaking them. Like a bunch of people, I've done that thing where I bought 2 of them. One is to open and look at and use and see how pretty they are. The other one is essentially to keep sealed until the end of time, which is very much my plan. Oh, come on, open. Open, I believe in you. Yes, there we go. There are some other promos, incidentally, for Digimon. You can get them in magazines. I've got them on order. Now, what is very cool, we'll get to the cards in a moment, you do get a little double-sided memory gauge here. Of course, the memory gauge is an integral part of Digimon. It is basically how you pay for your cards. So, I mean, they're little paper ones. They're not amazing. When we get to tournaments and stuff, people will use their own ones of them. They'll have cool, custom ones, or there'll be better ones released. But just to get you started in the game, they're kind of cool. Now here's what I love about these cards. Here's what's amazing about these cards. They are all lovely holo cards. So let's see how many of the names I can remember. We've got ourselves a holo Agumon there. We've got a lovely holo Beamon. We've got grey borders there. The entire card is holo, and it is beautiful. Very much a mirror holo like you get in Japan. A Gomamon, I want to say, and a Gabumon. I think they're the 2 blue ones. We'll see. And then we got Patamon. Now, I love Patamon. Patamon is absolutely my boy. Love me some Patamon. Move that out of the way. And then, no, his name's gone, I'm afraid. I've done videos I've actually done a video looking at the 6 cards in this pack and how good they are. But what I haven't done yet is actually show you guys an opening of any actual Digimon cards. So, figured I should probably fix that today. These cards are legit beautiful. This is literally, I promise you, this is the very, very first time I am ever seeing, physical Digimon cards in real life. And the mirror holo pattern on them is absolutely, it's just pretty, ladies and gentlemen. They are just absolutely beautiful cards. So that's the promo pack. I'm not going to bother opening the other one, because like I say, I want to keep it for prosperity, and also because they are identical. You can open as many of these promo packs as you like. They're all going to be the same. The thing about Japanese cards is I want to try and collect the Japanese cards because they're beautiful and I love the game. And frankly, the Digimon TCG has been good to me. It has been really good for the growth of Wossy Plays. But I'll be honest with you, I don't really have much interest in having a playset of all the Japanese cards because I don't really intend playing in Japanese very much. Now, I'll play Digimon, but most of the games are going to be online through, let's just say, various unofficial sources. If they release an official source, I'll be there day one. You know I will. So I don't really need a playset of all of the cards. And if it ever comes out in English, I will go and get the English cards. And yes, obviously at that point, I will be going after a playset of every card. Now, I'm trying to open these quite nicely, but they are tacked tightly in here, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Come on. Pull! Seriously. Let me have my cards. Is this embarrassing yet? I don't think it is, but there we go. Right. Okay, go team. We did it. I'm proud of us. Now, we're starting off with the yellow deck here because yellow is my favourite of the decks. Now, you can play with a lot of, not entirely, like 28 out of 50, so kind of 56% of the starter decks. You can actually play with them on the official app. Now, the app isn't released outside of Japan, but you can, get yourself the APK file and get yourself a program that will read an APK file, and you can set yourself up very, very nicely indeed. Now, we're going to run through this quite quickly. We have looked at all of these cards, but I did want to show them off. So we've got our Digitama there. That is the baby Digimon, so to speak, that you really start the game off with. And we have 4 of those. Is a playset. You can have 5 Digitama total, but only 4 of each. 4 of this cute little dude. It's a vanilla card. It's not particularly good, but nice to have a playset of them. And of course, most of these you will get playsets. And then we've got the other vanilla dude here. Oh, now we have got some hollows peeking out. We'll get there in a moment. Where's all this glare coming from? Come on. Now, I have my boy Patamon there. And again, we got a lovely playset of this dude. So I've got all the Patamon I'll ever need. Wow, for the next 5 minutes anyway. Now, I know that dude's Angemon. Now, apparently, this is what weirds me out. Oh, only 2 of them. That's a bit mean. But 4 of them. And Angemon's way better than the vanilla dude. He's, not a vanilla character. Now, we've got Unimon. He is the blocker from the yellow deck. Each of these starter decks has basically one of these cards. It is literally exactly the same. It's just there. So they've only given you 2 of the Angemon, which is quite upsetting. And then the Magna Angemon. So the only one we've not got a playset of so far is the Angemon, which is slightly upsetting. Now, what is weird is if you look at the front of the boxes here, big level 6 in the box, big level 6 in the box, level 4. Now, my lovely friend Ian Elliott, we got Angel Woman here, apparently we do get a playset. He kind of clued me into the kind of ethos of Digimon. But basically, there's some reason in terms of the anime why that makes sense. Now, what is very cool, I've just noticed, the Magna Angemon here does have little hollow detailing all around the numbers here. So it's not a hollow card, but the level 5 is hollow, and the little border going up and around is hollow there. The only one of those we've actually had so far. Until we introduce yourself to the level 6. Now, each of the decks has a vanilla level 6 and a non-vanilla level 6, one with an ability. So here we see that we do actually have the same kind of hollow detailing just around the border of these cards. Now we get to Seraphimon. He is the big level 6 in the deck. And we do see, obviously, just a full-on hollow version of it. We've then got the Tamer. Presumably we got 4 copies of the Tamer. And then we've got ourselves some option cards as well. And presumably, so we have a playset of that one, a playset of that one, and a playset of that one. So we have a playset of each of the option cards. And then what do we see? We've got some how to play cards. They're all in Japanese, so they mean absolutely nothing to me. I do know how to play the game though, which is quite nice. And an actually much sturdier cardboard yellow memory gauge. So this is made of cardboard like the cards themselves, unlike the paper one that came in the promo pack. And on the back you've then got the same kind of learn to play stuff and an advert for the app I mentioned earlier. So a sturdier, better version of the memory gauge, so to speak. So, oh, I never actually mentioned, I didn't see this before, I didn't know this. The Tamer also has the same kind of gold edging around the card and around the cost there. So the gold edging is given to the vanilla level 6, the Tamer, and this level 5. And then the Seraphimon itself is hollow. The rest of them are not. So we saw kind of 3 of the cards with hollow detailing and 1 hollow card. In terms of actual playsets, the only ones we don't have a playset of are the Angemon and Seraphimon. And I want to... Oh, whatever the non-vanilla level 6 is here. So the level 6s we only have 2 each of. And the Angemon we only have 2. All of the others we do actually get as a playset here. So it is literally just those three... Yeah, those 3 cards. The 2 level 6s and the level 5... that do come around not as holos. Excuse me, not as playsets. Okay, so we're going to go a little bit faster through the red and blue decks here, because I don't think we need to spend a huge amount more time on. I'm going to try going in the bottom this time. No, see, they're so tightly packed. They are not easy to get into here at all. Well, not without wrecking the box. Right, we're going in top again then. At least we worked it out last time. I probably could cut this bit out of the opening video if I'm not going to, but I probably could. So it is because they are kind of perfect fit boxes here. But I do love that they've released these 3 decks. And it is worth noting, right, these 3 decks are extremely cheap. You're talking like the equivalent of about $5 for a full I want to say a full 54 card starter deck. It's not really a full deck per se. So in your deck, you can have 50 cards, and then you can also have 5 Digitama in addition. And the deck only gives you 4 Digitama, because it gives you a playset of the 1 Digitama. Now, you don't actually have to play any Digitama in your deck whatsoever, but technically, this is a full deck, right? It is a proper, legal, constructed deck and all of that. But technically speaking, you could play 1 more card in the deck. You could actually get yourself a 5th Digitama, though you would have to go for one of the Digitama from New Evolution. Man, these are not easy to get into. Okay, we are in. We didn't necessarily get in without... I'm really trying to get in without wrecking the box. It is not proving good. And what we're going to see in these other 2 decks is something very, very similar. So we have a playset of our Digitama. We have a playset of a rather lovely vanilla level 3. We have a playset of the other rather lovely vanilla level 3. And we have a Oh, no, he's not vanilla. He's got an inheritable skill. And then we got a playset of that dude. And then if Kakumon comes in as a level 4, and we got a playset of that dude. And then we only get 2 of the Garurumon. So like we only got 2 of the Angemon in the yellow deck, we only get 2 of the Garurumon there. Back to 4 of the Grizzlymon. That is the blocker that is identical to the other one. And then as we get up to the fancy level 5, the Were Garurumon, we once again have the gold detailing in the level 5, and then around the energy cost symbols and around the border. But that is the only regular card that does have the detailing. We've then got Zudamon, a particular favourite of mine, we get a playset of. And then we're back into the vanilla level 6 no ability, where again we've got the gold detailing on the card. We then see 2 copies of the Metal Garurumon, and this is, as in the other deck, a full-on holo. Mirror holo all the way around. Love the holos here. We've then got a playset of the Tamer, and again, like the 1 level 5 and the vanilla level 6, we do have the gold detailing on the card. The security symbol, incidentally, is gold there. And then we've just got a playset of each of the options cards. What is kind of sad, the videos I've been doing, the option cards are by far the least popular videos I'm doing, and they're kind of important. We've then got the same kind of Japanese learn to play cards, and a same, or at least very similar kind of memory gauge, same material, cardboard and all that, but this time it's blue, which of course you would expect. This is the blue starter deck. So I'm kind of impressed here that even though these are starter decks and they are insanely cheap for what you get, you still get the Tamer, the level 6 and the level 5 with the gold detailing, and you also get the holo level 6s. If you really wanted to level some kind of criticism at the deck, you could make a point about the fact that they almost give you a playset of all the cards, but they fall just a tiny bit short. They only give you 2 of each of the level 6s and 2 of one of the level 5s. Or level 4s, actually. Level 4's only giving you 2 of. I wouldn't be terribly upset if you made that accusation, but then these decks are ridiculously cheap, and they are giving you holos, and they're giving you cards with gold detailing. Rares, I believe they basically are in the Digimon TCG. So it's very hard for me to be really upset about anything that they've done here, because the value proposition you're getting in these decks is just ridiculous. Like, what you get compared to what you pay for, I mean, there are very few other card games that are giving... Oh, we just ripped the back. Kind of had to be done. There are very few other card games that are just giving you, like, complete decks for this money. Then you add in the fact that they're also giving you the holos and everything. They really are good. Also worth noting, a very important point. As it stands at the moment, we never know if it's going to change in the future. As it stands at the moment, every card in the starter deck is exclusive to the starter decks. None of these cards got reprinted in New Evolution, the first expansion. So we got ourselves 4 copies of our Digitama, 4 copies of a Beamon, 4 copies of an Agumon, 4 copies being a playset, 4 copies of Dracomon, and 4 copies of Birdramon, 4 copies of the Blocker, makes sense, and the one you get 2 of here is your not War Greymon, it is, Metal Greymon? Yeah, no, just regular Greymon, that is just Greymon. Only get 2 Greymon, which is a little bit sad. You then get yourself a playset of Garudamon, and then your Metal Greymon, this is Metal Greymon, is the one that comes through with the gold detailing and the gold level, etc. But you do get a playset of them. You then only get yourself 2 copies of the vanilla level 6, but again, you do get the gold detailing around and in the level. Keep it on camera, shall we? And you get yourself 2 copies of War Greymon that do come in as proper job full-on holos. How lovely. You also then do get yourself a playset of the Tamer, and again, the Tamer's got that gold detailing, including in the security symbol. And you get yourself a full playset of each of the option cards that do come in the deck, along with the usual Japanese how-to-play cards, and a lovely little, and I've just noticed something else here, a lovely little red memory gauge. And I didn't realise this earlier, but there's actually little buttons, little tokens that push out from each corner that you can essentially use to mark on the memory gauge how much memory you have remaining on your turn. That's a really cool little touch. For the money you pay for these decks, they are ridiculous. The value proposition here is amazing. Now time you build in shipping from Japan and customs charges, cheers Royal Mail, screw me on that one. They're not maybe quite... Oh no, they are actually... My Digitama is damaged. Oh, that's sad. 3 of my 4 red Digitama have actually got bent corners. Now, I'm buying these more as collection pieces than actually playing with. And it was only 3 cards in one deck, but they have actually come out of the box damaged, which is a little bit sad. I don't think it's anything worth complaining about, but I'm slightly sad about that, I'll be honest. Boo, etc. They are really cool decks. The value is off the charts, and I'm just a huge fan of them, if I'm honest with you. I think they're great value. Obviously, we want the game to come over here. We're waiting for it to come over here. Fingers crossed that happens sooner rather than later. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, I've shown you all my Digimon products. I've shown off my Digimon cards. It's time for me to go and... I might do another opening. I might take my kids for a walk. I'm going to do them both. Depends what order we do them in. You don't need to know that. All you need to know is comment, like, subscribe, the usual stuff. Follow me on Twitter at the Wossy. And, of course, by far the most important thing... Look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wossy Plays. Bye!